what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the King Killer, representing KBY 053. You niggas know how it goes. You tune into Royalty TV, and I'm just here to break down all the battles from Scrambles for Money, Prove Your Worth tournament. You know, it's something that I took upon myself to say, you know what, I wanna, break down all the battles, debatable, and tell you niggas what's up, and try to come up with some background information that the fans did not know already. Today, what I'm going to tell you guys, some of you might know it already, but some of you definitely don't. You know, it's about the kind of style that wins and loses in Scrambles for Money. Today, the reason I'm doing that on this battle, and my first battle was Raw Artifact versus Knowledge Victim. It went well. And this battle is Talksiq Phobia versus Fahrenheit. This is now Joburg versus Bloemfontein. It's a great battle, and it's the second time Joburg battles Bloemfontein. You know, Demo was there battling battling Dust in South West Invasion. And today we have two different styles. Number one, I don't get it how all the judges gave it 5-0 to Fahrenheit. I would love to think that G9 is also one of the judges, but I fail to believe that G9 would think that Fahrenheit won. But I'm going to explain everything to you guys today. You know, Fahrenheit was bold, he was prepared, and on the Facebook inbox, the guy was pumped up saying, you know what, I will never lose this battle, you niggas are underestimating me and all that. And he proved that he was hungry for the battle by saying, you know what, I want to go first. Gina, give it to me. Give this Talksiq Phobia to me. And he started beautiful. He started beautiful. Let's check it out.
Seems like the road to success will always lead to a path of fame.
Seems like a road to success will always lead to a path of failure. Diverse line, you know. You have to bear with me because I need to break down. I have to break down, you know. And you don't hear Fahrenheit starting battles like that. This was the first time for me seeing him starting a battle so relaxed. Like, seems like the road to success will always lead to a path of failure. I like that.
Some say I fit lines in my last battle, but that's for later. I will not resort to calling them haters, because no matter how amazing the growth, the down will always be greater.
So his first first 5 lines were just addressed to haters, you know, people who always have something to say about you, even how higher you go, you know, there'll always be haters. We know that. So kudos to you.
It's not about them. There's nothing special about you. You're simple. For being plain, you will crash into the twin towers.
And then he goes and leaves those fans alone. He says, this is not about them. This is about you. You're plain. There's nothing special about you. You're plain. And for being plain, you're going to crash into the twin towers. The fans went crazy on him.
I was born to rap.
Yeah.
You got your calling during peak hours.
I was born to rap, and you got your calling to peak hours. But by now, the fans have already clinched on his style. You know, I'm going to explain this a little bit later. You know, that was not a dope bar. It was just a filler line. It was just a filler line to build up to something else. But the way they reacted, the fans reacted, it was as if it was a punchline. You know what I'm saying?
All bars. I'm at a boiling point. This is not your scene. You should avoid the plot. I'm here to reclaim my spot, and I'm only just getting fired up like a warning shot. This bomb's so heat.
I'm here to claim my spot, and I'm only getting fired up like a warning shot. We know you have to fire up a warning shot. You know what I'm saying? So that was great for me.
Fuck your fans. I'm here to stretch you up like a helping hand. You see the light when I smoke. I'm a power plant, and my people can strap for your cash like a rubber band.
And my people can stretch for your cash like a rubber band. In fact, Fuck your fans. I'm here to first stretch my hand out like a helping hand. Fahrenheit was on fire. Fahrenheit was doing good for himself, eh?
Let's do that! You hear sounds like tires screeching. An overprotective dad that saw his daughter bleeding. Who'll be like, turn down for what? The man come down the ceiling, that long nose and leave short of breath, and that bitch wasn't even inside the building.
Then he throws a crazy one. He throws a crazy one. It's like, come down to the building and everything, and I'll strip up my long and this long nose will leave you out of breath. And Black Inch was not even in the building. We know how big Black Inch's nose is. It's huge, it's humongous. And that bar went crazy. Black Inch himself went crazy on that bar.
All around heat. There's a son in you. I'm your father, sick. You don't know who your father was. The truth is I ain't seen sun since the last eclipse, but it's the same sun. It
You see, and that's the difference between the bars of Fahrenheit. He said, I haven't seen the sun since the last eclipse. And the response is different because that's a bar. That's a bar. Because it's the scheme in starting it, you know, you don't know who your father is and he's talking to this nigga. You know, that's a bar. That's a bar. But the fans only respond with oh to say, oh, that was deep. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
The truth is I ain't seen sun since the last eclipse, but it's the same sun. If push come to shove like me and your mother did, we'll catch you in the crossfire like the KKK invaded the Gaza Strip, and you'll die like a rock and roll kid when bullets come out of nowhere like your father did.
Okay, and then these bullets come out of nowhere like your father did. The guys went crazy. For me, that's not such a exciting bar, but the build up to it with the KKK scheme was good. You understand? I didn't even know what the KKK was until Ned did say something to me, and I have to research it. Anyway, that was Fahrenheit's first round. That was Fahrenheit's first round. At this stage, I was impressed. You know, I was, my nigga Fahrenheit, you're killing it. You're killing it. Then we've got round one on toxic phobia. My goodness. And Gina, I had to calm the people down because Fahrenheit's round really hyped things up. You know what I'm saying?
I said, yo, I'm a carnivorous dark lyricist. Then
he says, I'm a Kanyeist dark lyricist. My God, what does that mean?
In such nemesis. He's been training for this battle so long, but tonight I came more pumped up than plunged syringes.
He's been training up for this battle for so long, but tonight I came up pumped up like slush. Oh my God.
So then check whatever the fuck you find in the most gruesome dark sewages, because you've never looked once at the demon more bloody-minded than into training your large hemorrhages.
At this stage, I'm thinking to myself, my God, I can hear what toxic phobia is saying. I can understand what he's saying, but I can't explain what he's saying. You know that kind of, you know, lax punchline, give you that, I think I get it face. Harlow's punchline, give you that, I think I shit it face. Toxic phobia lines give you that, oh, what the fuck did he just say kind of face. My nigga, toxic phobia.
Ain't no way to escape in these bars, dog. I leave you trapped in the biz. I think you should quit, cause what you spit is just typical shit. You got the cognitive capacity of an illiterate kid trying to act all abstract without even considering the risk of twisting your scripts. But toxic phobia is a true definition of what a magnificent lyricist is. You're just a whack imbecile condition with hypochondria, so it constantly makes you think that you're sick.
Well, up to that stage, cats were quiet and listening to toxic phobia. I mean, like, listening to toxic phobia. Because, you know, toxic phobia is a definition of what a true lyrical list is. And he's just keep on explaining that. You know, and he keeps on going deep. And at this stage, when I'm watching this battle, I'm like, my God, because I already knew that Fahrenheit won. I'm watching the first round. I'm like, oh my God, already here, Toxic Phobia took the first round for me. Let me explain why. Because, this is underground battle rap, But in Scrambles for Money, comic punchlines have got more feel to the crowd, depending on where Scrambles for Money is. But in Josie, I'm telling you, a comic punchline, an intelligent comic punchline would go a long way than a sick, dope, intricate, educational, researchational bar, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just continue.
The only time this bitch stays on point is when you see this crew of ballerinas and tap dances. When I'm on the micro.
I think that's the only whack shit that Toxic Phobia said the whole battle. The only time this bitch stays on point is when you see ballet dancers, and I think that was whack. Toxic Phobia, that was whack. That was whack.
Phone are dangerous. Back home, I'm known as the Royal Arena's Black Panther. That's because I set standards unreachable. For amateurs and web rappers, you are only known for wasting the crowd's time with your hand gestures.
Nice. After saying all that dumb shit, then he says you are only known for wasting the crowd's time by your hand gestures. And then people respond to that for some reason.
I could bet you that before this battle, Fahrenheit had to go consult his ancestors. By the time they were calling, they couldn't get any direct answers, so he got directed to chemotherapy just because his star sign was cancer.
My niggas, you know what? Let me just get into this one. The reason I'm going to give you the reason why Fahrenheit won. Okay, let me give you the reason why Toxic Phobia did not win. To cut the long story short, because whatever I do in my blogs, it's my thoughts, and I know a lot of people share the same thought as mine, and a lot of people don't. Obviously, it's not going to change the outcome of the battle, because Scrambles for Money battles are judged. Scrambles for Money draft league battles are judged, my nigga. And I feel like bar for bar, Toxic Phobia was robbed. But listen to this here.
Ain't that a bitch?
And Fahrenheit starts his battle by saying, "Your mother is a whore." Oh, that shit knocked the air out of everybody, my nigga. Then he says, "Ain't that a bitch?" That was also another issue. It was just another way of disrespecting a nigga in his face. Saying your mother is a whore, ain't that a bitch? Everybody just went, and that was the angle that Fahrenheit took on the second round. Again, we don't respect angles like that, but this is battle rap. You expect shit like that to pop out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You expect shit like that to pop out, and so I going back to my reason why Toxic Phobia did not win is because it was the first time he battled the Scrambles for Money. I've been at the Royal Arena, which is the battle league, the elite ultimate battle league in Free State. I've battled Toxic Phobia myself, and I tried explaining this to him. He didn't listen. There's a kind of style that works in Scrambles for Money. Look at all the guys that won. Look at all the guys: Raw Artifact, Novatech, Democast, Black Inch, Kush Diverse, and yeah, just I can't think of all of them. But the guys, they've got a similar style. If you listen carefully to their bars, they've got a similar style. And here, this was a pure example of how uh, a style or a battle cat like a toxic phobia would struggle at scrambles for money. You know what I'm saying? Would struggle at scrambles for money. Excuse me again for that. Just need to get my shit together. Yeah, here we go. Um, and and cats, cats always say, we want deep cats scrambles for money. We want cats that can drop bars and all of that. And we want sick cats that scrambles for money. But this this commercial rubbish keeps on winning. This commercial rubbish keeps on winning. You know what I'm saying?
That was inherited.
And on round 2, Farron and Toxic Phobia said she on your last battle you rocked a suit that was inherited, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even Fahrenheit felt that bar because it was a bar. But at this stage,
you rocked a suit that was inherited. Well, tonight you won't get this work because you look like a suitable candidate.
But in the battle against Seven Signs, you rocked the suit that was inherited. But today you're going to get this work because you look like a suitable candidate. Oh my God. Cats like Toxic Phobia are going to struggle at scrums for money. Why? Because there is not enough comic in their bars. Scrambles for Money fans are moving into performers. People like me, my nigga. Scrambles for Money want to see more than just bars. They want to see a character, a great personality, nice stage movement. You see, if you look at Toxic Phobia's movement and Fahrenheit's movement, Fahrenheit is mastering the stage. He's owning up the stage. Toxic Phobia is just on his face, and that's how Bloemfontein cats battle. They're up in your face and dropping bars. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to come now to a conclusion, to a closing. Fahrenheit had his best performance ever. And all the judges that were on the panel know Fahrenheit, not personally, but they've grown into the chain. They know him from his first battles, from his first wag battles back then, when he was still shit. I can't say Fahrenheit is shit now. Fahrenheit is on a different level. Hence, he beat a cat like Toxic Phobia, and he's been growing. And I think people were judging him according to his last battles, not according to who is standing in front of him. The judges saw the best of Fahrenheit, and they loved it. Toxic Phobia was not given a chance because it was the first time he came to Scrums for Money. You understand? Toxic Phobia came with bars. Toxic Phobia, when I got into the building, he just came like, yo, dude, I can't believe I lost. I'm like, why, my nigga? He said, I don't know, I did everything clean. And Demo came to me, it's like, yo, man, Toxic killed it. And other cats said, oh, Toxic killed it, I'm like, Ashraf, I missed it. And when it finally dropped, I was like, okay, let me watch it quickly. And this is my honest opinion. Performance-wise, Fahrenheit took it. Crowd control, Fahrenheit took it. Punchlines, Fahrenheit took it. But King, you just said Toxic Phobia won. Why? Because Toxic Phobia had schemes, had meaning, had anger, and had aggression into his punchline. And to me, that's what fans are looking for. But the judges are judging it as an overall battle. Fahrenheit controlled the crowd, like I said. Fahrenheit controlled the judges' minds, like I said. Fahrenheit had punchlines. Fahrenheit told Talksiq into his face that your mother is a bitch, your mother is a whore, and that a bitch. And that was crazy. He started his third round by saying your grandmother is an exotic dancer, and schemed it up with other crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
with flu, I can see it's cold like Sub-Zero sign. He ain't got nothing new. I knew what this bitch got beforehand like a Shiva fight.
and
It's a long road.
and and that's the reason I think why the judges gave Fahrenheit the battle, is because of the control that he had and the improvement that he had from his last battle. Talksiq phobia is hard luck for you, my nigga. You know I've got respect for you. You know, I know you. I've battled you before, and better luck next time. You know, and there's a lot of cats that say that felt like they won a battle. And my next battle that I'm going to do is Kush Divers versus Seven Sign. I can tell you right now that Kush Divers took it, but anyway, Talksiq phobia versus my nigga. Let's just listen to Talksiq phobia's third round just to wrap it up.
Hey yo! See, I'm a master of disguise. He still struggles to create better clothes. I work harder, making every single last one of my opponents suffer. But you spit in this garbage, dog, it's like it comes straight from the gullies. I'll be burning mics with volcanic ashes with a flow of molten lava. Spitting what comes from the bottom of my heart, it's like the inferior Vina Carver. Like an inferior Vina Carver.
Again, Talksiq phobia is just too deep for these fans, even for me. You know, I had to listen to his lines, rewind and re-listen to them again. And you know, some punchlines I have to go ask him what he meant. You know, because sounding sick does not mean that you're sick. You know, and that's what Hallo the Don was explaining to Loaded Lux. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Keep it to a level where people can understand you. Don't be on a level where only you and two people in the crowd understand what you are saying. You know what I'm saying? I think that was Talksiq phobia's downfall. Does it mean that Talksiq phobia is not sick? No, definitely not. Talksiq phobia is way sicker than Fahrenheit. Way sicker than most of the cats in the draft league. But it did not appeal to the crowd and to the judges at that specific moment. I'm afraid for the guy who's going to battle Talksiq phobia on his next battle at Scrambles for Money, because by then I think he would be slowly starting to adapt to the style of Scrambles for Money. Understand? And I have to say well done to Black Inch for editing the video again. But again, my nigga Fahrenheit, the judges gave the battle to you. We're not going to argue that. And this is just my review. Royal TV, we saying it's the judges say Fahrenheit, Royal TV saying Talksiq phobia, but it does not take anything away from Fahrenheit. I can say I can see him going through his next round again, the next battle again, but we'll just see in time. They're battling this Friday actually, so well done to Fahrenheit, my man. You did it, and you know I'm waiting for my battle to drop to Kush Divers versus Seven Sign. It's dropping very soon. I think I'll drop it next week for you guys. I've got a lot of work to do. Respect, man. Respect to Fahrenheit. Respect to Fahrenheit. There's nothing more I can say. The battle was great. It was a classic battle because of Talksiq phobia. It was Fahrenheit's best battle ever, and I think this battle should get 1,500 views, 1,500 views easily. I can't believe we're still talking 1,000 views at this stage of Scrambles for Money. But when you look at how many people subscribe to their YouTube account and how many people like their Facebook account, you would understand that 1,000 views is quite a lot. It's quite a lot, and yeah, man, well done to Gene I for putting the tournament together, you know, and yeah, man, see you guys soon, man. Your boy King Keyla, Quadruple Contagious, 053 KBY. I'm still the king. I'm still the best. You know what I'm saying. King.